Hey there guys, how are you? And welcome to my 3-year anniversary video. And as usual with these anniversary vids, I'll be showcasing the various items that I have gotten throughout my past year on YouTube. So starting off, we're going to start off here with Flying Scotsman. And the reason I started with Flying Scotsman is because I got the completed Flying Scotsman with his water tanker back here from my good friend Roman, the TWRCollector. Thank you again, Roman. Moving on, we have the new 2013/2014 Gordon. Also came from Roman. Origins James, possibly my favorite of these items that I've gotten this past year because he is absolutely wonderful. The Oliver's Fossil Freight 2-pack that I got for Christmas. There's the Dino Fossil car in the background. The NWR pack, or the Thomas Engine gift pack. Really great item. Plus I got it before anybody else did, except for Edward Alba. Victor Coldy, the new 2015 Coldy. The new Giggling Troublesome Trucks pack. I needed more rolling stock, so don't judge me. Sodor Fuel Tanker from 1994. That's in pretty bad shape, but that came from Matt. Mr. Matt Twillman, aka HirotheJapaneseTrain. This little Brio truck also came from Matt, and that's going to play a significant role in Don't Be a Coward. And this little wooden tree I also got from Matt. So as you can see, a pretty good amount of items I've gotten in this past year. I really wasn't spending a lot of money on Wooden Railway this past year, but you know, I got some pretty good stuff. I'm happy with my buys and what I got from people. Now we go on to a section I've never done. Destinations. Knapford Station I got about a month after my 2-year anniversary, actually, and Knapford's a great piece, guys. I highly recommend you go out and get it. And of course, I couldn't leave out the Tidmouth Sheds. Finally, I have a roundhouse, guys, and again, that came from Roman, the TWRCollector. That was his Christmas present to me, so thank you very much, Roman. You helped me out greatly with getting this, and I just can't thank you enough, bro. So that's the Wooden Railway stuff. Yeah, it's not very big, but you know, I'm happy with the stuff that I got, but I've been spending money on some other merchandise from Thomas. That's right, guys. In this vid, I am going to show you all my mini collection. That's right, I've been buying minis. I haven't been buying them very often. I buy a pack now and then, but I have a pretty substantial collection of these guys, and they are really, really awesome. So we'll start out here with the minis. Here's Classic Thomas. He was one of the first minis I ever got. Classic Edward. Classic Henry. I actually got Classic Edward and Henry at the same time. Both were blind bags, and so was Classic Thomas. Classic Gordon, he came in one of those giant 8-packs. Classic Toby also came from an 8-pack. Classic Gator, who also came from an 8-pack. And Classic Gator is a very interesting item, because look at his face. It's very babyish. Like he's a young child or something. Steven was a blind bag, and Steven was actually the mini I really wanted the most, so I'm happy to have Steven. Classic Bert came from an 8-pack. Classic Hero came from an 8-pack. Classic Spencer came from an 8-pack, and Spencer looks like he's kind of fat. As you know, he's got a big chin. Classic Porter, he came from an 8-pack. 2 Diesel 10s. Anyways, back to the story. I was at Walmart, and I didn't know that blind bags had little codes on them. This is before I saw Leo Kim's video about them. And one of the D10s I got in one of those 3-packs, and he came with Holiday Sydney and Racer Gordon, I believe. And the other one was a blind bag, so yeah, 2 of these guys, but I like them. Holiday Sydney, as I just mentioned, and Holiday Sydney, oh my gosh, the detail on this toy is just amazing. Just dropped the toy. But for how small he is, I mean, the detail on him is amazing. Robo Henry, he came in a 8-pack as well, and God, the detail. Old School Diesel, he came in an 8-pack. Basically, the only thing about these old school guys is they're all black and white, or gray and white. Dino Percy, he came in an 8-pack as well. My favorite mini of all time, I call him Paint Splattered James, but some other folks call him Neon James. Not really sure how this is neon, but I call him Paint Splattered James. And I love him because of his detail. His detail's amazing. Racer Thomas came in an 8-pack. Pirate Salty came in an 8-pack. A lot of these guys came in 8-packs. Robo Edward, 8-pack. Ghost Emily was a blind bag, actually. She was one of the first minis I ever got. Racer Gordon came in that 3-pack. 1 Metallic James, this one was a blind bag. Metallic Gordon came in an 8-pack. And 2 Metallic James came in an 8-pack. So that's my minis, guys. And if you're wondering how I store these things, I use this box right here. I just throw them all in that box and say, oh, that's where I keep my minis. But that's my minis, guys. So that's my minis and the wooden railway stuff I've gotten throughout this past year on YouTube. So, yeah. And now comes the part of the vid where I thank you guys for 3 years on YouTube. That's right. 3 years ago, on this day, June 11th, 2012, I opened Lego Lover 117 and, well, started posting Lego videos. Some of the items I did reviews on were like some custom stuff I had done, some custom minifigures. That was back when I sucked at doing customs. But, yeah. And you know, after a few months or so of doing that, I was like, you know, I'm not really getting the attention that I wanted, so I stopped doing that. I removed all those videos except for one. You can look, it's like the second video that you can find that was first uploaded by me. It's called Custom Destiny's Bounty. It's a really bad custom of like the ship from, I think it was Ninjago is what the show was called. It was like their home base and stuff, and I did a custom of that, and I did a little showcase for it. It's actually doing quite well on views, actually. It's got like 700 views. So if you guys want to check that out just to see kind of like a window into my past, you can check that out. But yeah, after I did that for a few months, I was like, you know, not really getting the views, not really getting the subscribers that I wanted. Keep in mind, I was a noob back then. So I thought, you know, you'd get like 1,000 subscribers in a month. No, that's not what happened at all. Or that's not what happens nowadays either. So I stopped doing Lego vids. I uploaded a few vids now and then about, you know, just random stuff. And then one day I stumbled across Wooden Railway Reviews' channel. And his channel had the whole, you know, do the whole Thomas Wooden Railway competition thing. And I was like, ooh, I have these old wooden trains in my basement. Because around that time I had moved the trains to my basement. And I was like, oh, I can do that. I could enter. I could win maybe. And this was also after I found Geek Grade 24, Thomas Wooden Railway, again, because I used to watch his videos when I was a bit younger. But I found his series again. I started watching that. And, you know, actually, I think after an hour after I filmed my contest entry, I filmed my first 3 episodes for my series, and then I filmed my first layout, which was my Season 1 update, which really wasn't an update, it was more of a layout. So yeah, all 4 of those vids were released on the exact same day. So yeah, it just kind of snowballed from there, and I'm way bigger than I was back then. I'm way more wise than I was back then. And I actually have a few people to thank for that. Some of my personal friends on YouTube from the start. I want to go ahead and thank Henry was great for teen, Johnny. Johnny was really the first friend I ever had on YouTube, really. He was one of the guys that, you know, would let anybody in to a Skype call, noob or not. And you know, I started using Skype in February of my first year on YouTube, I think. And you know, I just found him on Skype and was like, hey, is this where the community talks and stuff? And he was like, yeah, join a call. And I got in a call with him. So yeah, those three guys were really my big inspiration for putting myself out there more, getting more well known throughout the community. And I know guys, I don't really like him that much, and I don't associate myself with him any longer, but I do want to go ahead and give credit where credit is due. I want to go ahead and thank Tom's number one fan 101, aka Jacob. I know I don't really like him anymore, and you know, we used to be good friends, but after some falling outs that I don't want to really get into, I don't talk to him anymore, and I personally don't like him. But you know, he was really my inspiration for, you know, getting back into Thomas and Friends home media merchandise. Yeah, and then after him, I want to thank Roman, the TWR Collector. That dude has really been supportive of me, and I've been supportive right back at him. And really, he's just an awesome guy. He's a great friend of mine. And yeah, I also want to thank WoodenRS and TrainKing James. Those guys are really good friends of mine as well. I also want to thank Mike123. Mike is really a good friend of mine too. And Mr. MPS 2002. MPS has really been a good friend of mine. He likes comic books like I do, hence the t-shirt. And you know, MPS has just been supportive of me. And yeah, we've had our falling outs in the past, one over Skype that I don't really want to get into. But you know, he's a really good friend of mine, and he's been really supportive of me. So I just want to thank you, MPS. Some other friends I have here on YouTube, people like WoodenRailwayonly and Ted Oliver Duck. Both of those guys are larger than me, and yet they still talk to me. They support me, and I just want to thank you guys, because you guys can go and talk to larger users, but yet you go and talk to medium level users like me, and you know, support me, and just don't go off and like campaign for larger users to grow even larger. You want people like me to succeed, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. And the last person I want to thank is more than likely my best friend on YouTube. Really, I hope he doesn't get creeped out by that, but HirotheJapaneseTrain, aka Matt Twillman. Matt has just been a really good friend to me, and again, he's a larger user, and you know, it was really me that convinced him to get on, like places like Skype and Twitter and stuff like that. But you know, he's also been a really big inspiration to me, and he's been a really good friend, and I'm not pissed off still that you stole that troublesome brake fan from me. Not at all. So anyway, let's go ahead and stop the praise session for users, and let's go ahead and end this 3-year anniversary video. But I want to go ahead and announce 2 more things that I'll be doing that tie into this 3-year anniversary video. One of them is going to be another Q&A video. It's been a while since I've done one of those. Actually, it's been over a year since I've done one of those. And you know, there's a lot more fans out there who really want to ask me questions. And if you don't have me on Skype or Twitter, you really don't have that opportunity to ask questions. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do another Q&A. That vid will be coming out after I get back from the vacation I'm taking. And then coming after that vid is a 3-year anniversary live stream. Yeah, I haven't done a live stream in over a year as well. The first live stream I did was just a random thing, because I just gotten a webcam with a microphone in it, so I could, you know, do a lot of things that I couldn't do, that I couldn't do with my headset. So, you know, I'm going to be doing a live stream for my 3 years here on YouTube, and I'm excited to do another live. I like live streams. That is if they work right, really. But you know, that will also be coming out, I believe, a week or so after the Q&A is released, because hopefully I will be getting my hands on my own laptop soon, guys, so I could probably do the live stream on there. But if I can't, I'll just do it on my good old computer that's downstairs. So with those those announced and out of the way, I'll go ahead and bring this vid to a close. Again, thank you guys so much for supporting me. 336 subscribers, over 100,000 channel views. It's really a huge honor, guys, and thank you all so much for watching my content. And as always, good night, everybody, and happy 3 years to LEGO Lover 117.